And we're back with the minus 68 kilogram semifinal. This is our first semifinals in this minus 68. This should be a great one, folks. Josh Liu in the red from the Military World Class Athlete Academy program, taking on Aiden Rivas from Austin, Texas, and the University of Texas Taekwondo program. Both elite fighters, both. Oh, that's a great start. Josh Liu skips right to the face to start off and takes a 3-0 lead. And that was a beautiful, savvy move by Liu. Josh Liu, very explosive fighter. Oh, and a big answer by Rivas to take it to 3-3. Oh, unfortunate for Lou is he doesn't get that point. No deduction for as they were kind of tangled up. But that was a nice axe kick by Josh Lou. Just barely missed. Good try by Lou. I'm impressed with Josh Lou right now. He's just doing some smart things. And those will pay dividends late in games. Again, Lou, a world medalist, so he has a lot of experience. Look at that. He holds his leg up without putting it down, has his foot on the chest protector, and changes feet and scores to the body. Oh, that's nice by both guys. Both almost scored inside. Oh, smart cut kick. Throws the first one, doesn't score it, but doesn't get discouraged. Throws it right again and scores again. And Rivas tries to answer. Lou doing a great job, and that calls for a leg check. So he's up to a 5 point lead now with just 50. Oh, there it is. There's going to be a deduction there. So now it's going to take it to a 4 point lead. So each fighter trading deductions here. Aiden Rivas again, very crafty, very tenacious fighter, finds a way to score an odd angled head kick to take it to 7-8. So these deductions that you're seeing pretty early on, there's that inside by both fighters. Both guys score. Aiden Rivas scores twice to the body. Josh Liu scores once, and we have a lead change. Nice spin there by Liu. Got himself in a little trouble. I'm really impressed with. Oh, that's a great head kick. Really impressed with both these guys. I thought this was going to be a great semifinal, and it's turned out to be fantastic. Almost another good head kick by Liu. And and Liu's going to step out of bounds, and we're back to a tie game. Back and forth we go. And there's a challenge here by Terrence Jennings, coach of Josh Liu. The only thing I can think of that at this point that I saw is maybe he doesn't feel like he went out of bounds there in the corner to earn that deduction. And again, these 1 point deductions, they're big. They really are big. So I don't mind this the challenge at all. I think it's a solid challenge by Terrence Jennings. My only question is he's sitting pretty far from that boundary. Can he see that well enough? From my vantage point, possibly he went out of bounds. I wasn't sure. From Coach Jennings' point of view, he might have seen it a little better. Looking at the crowd, we're kind of getting mixed reviews. Some think he did, some think he didn't. So as we wait for this challenge, we're going to remind you we have a second semifinal. And then, of course, we have the finals of the women's 67 as well. So we have a few more matches for you here today. And he wins that challenge. So that's going to remove that deduction. So well done challenge. Well, he really executed challenge by Terrence Jennings. So that's Eagle Eyesight Terrence. Coach James, well done. All right, so he's going to hold. Rivas scores right back, though. Impressed by Rivas as he scores right back to get it right back. Now another deduction. So Rivas has his largest lead of the match at 2, now 4. Wow, that's a high scoring round for round 1 for it to already to be 16-12. Aiden Rivas over Josh Liu. And I expected this to be a barn burner, but this is even better than what we had hoped for. Just back and forth action here and lead change after lead change. But so far, what I've been most impressed with is first Josh Liu's ability to come off the break and score big to the head. And then Aiden Rivas, he's just crafty. He's just not going to go away. So just when you think you got a big lead, he comes back from an odd angle and scores to the head. So Rivas, a 2019 World Cup team member, he's also been in this Texas program now for a long time, has won the collegiate national championships. So he really is a smart fighter who has a lot of experience, has been here at the National Center of Excellence, not once, not twice, but many times competing. And on the other side, Josh Liu at the World Class Athlete Program, there for the Army. He's a bronze and silver medalist at World Championships for Team USA, so he knows how this works. Round number 2, let's go. There's that inside rounds kick. This time, Josh Liu does a better job of not letting Aiden Rivas score it. Great action. No points, but fantastic action. I love this match so far. Both guys doing what they do best and seeing if it's going to be enough. That's nice by Josh Liu. Just big punch by Aiden Rivas. Just caught Josh Liu switching feet. He just couldn't react quick enough, and sure enough, he scores. Those are nice cut kicks. Can Josh Liu get it tight enough? And he does. That's a nice little inside trade there, and Josh Liu wins that trade. So back and forth we go. Good follow. And Rivas scores the cut kick to the roundhouse kick. The back kick, nice try. I don't dislike this. I know he's going to lose a point for falling, but that back kick is there, and he's going to hit that, and that's going to be worth big points. So tough. Oh, that's nice. Snuck it over the shoulder. Hit, and again, there's Aiden Rivas. I talked about his right leg inside. And a call for holding there for Rivas. So that's this will be interesting. They're going to call the referees in. And he called him for holding. So if he called him for holding, does that nullify the points? And is that what the referees are talking about? Because if he calls him for holding, did he hold and score? On the other end, Joshua pushed him out of bounds. He went out of bounds clearly, but I think it might have been after Calio. So there's a lot to unpack here. And we're moving on. Aiden Rivas showing extreme athleticism there. And another hold. So these 1 point, they're helping Josh Liu clearly. Oh, that's a nice shot by Liu. And a nice skip axe there. And another Josh Liu coming back. And we talked about it. This was going to be a good one. And it's absolutely a good one. But Aiden Rivas scores again. Josh Liu over the shoulder close. Trading body shots. So wow. Oh, that's nice. Both guys scoring. Yeah, that's kicking out to Kyle. Unfortunate, but he did. He didn't. He sure didn't mean to. So I feel bad for Josh Lewis there because, but it is. It's part of the game, and so you have to play this game by the rules. That's a nice follow by Aiden Rivas. He did a good job of just following. He didn't do anything to score, but he kept following, and he earned himself that point to take it up to 30-22. So back and forth we go, but Aiden Rivas having some success here in the second round, both with those inside kicks. every time Josh Lewis scored inside, he scored again inside. Aiden Rivas answered inside. Oh, and again, both guys scored. So 34-26, back and forth we go. Oh, that's another 36. And that one hurt Josh Lewis a little bit. He hit him with a front leg right to the body, right as he was coming in, late in the game. I think he thought that the round was going to be over, so he kind of relaxed a little bit. It looked like it stung just a bit. Lou's a competitor. He's tough. I'm not worried. What a match. 36-26. It seems closer. I'm looking at my colleagues, and they're just in disbelief how great a match this is. Yeah, we talked about the strengths and weaknesses of these guys early on, and I talked about the strengths of Aiden Rivas, and he can just flat out score. I talked about him in the first match. He may not cover the best in this world, but he knows how to score, and he can score in bunches, and he's proved it against this solid fighter, Josh Liu. On the other side, Liu's been here before, been in these big moments, and found ways to succeed. You don't win world championship medalist, junior, cadet, senior, without finding ways to get through this. So get ready for an amazing third round. Here we go. This is the semifinals. Rivas in the red with a 10-point lead over Liu in the blue. Good, great action. Just heating up left and right. Good cut there by another. And then here's where he's going to try to go inside. I like how Liu brought his leg over the side so he couldn't get scored on by Rivas. Did not that time, and Rivas almost got it again. Rivas does a good job of disguising the outside inside crescent kick to the inside body roundhouse kick. So if you raise your hand, he goes low. If you drop your arm, he'll bring it up high. So great decision making. Another off, just literally times it. He's timing Joshua. When Joshua steps in, he kicked right on motion and scored that front leg. Here's your deduction, and that's for holding. That's his third holding deduction. So he's got to be careful now. Good inside. And he scores the head kick. They're going to wave off the head kick. I beg your pardon. They're not. They're waving off that they both fell. The head kick's going to stay. The head kick does stay. That's a big kick. That's a big spin. That spin mattered because he scored it. So give Josh Liu credit. Right when you think he's in big trouble, he comes back with a spin. There's going to be a challenge. So at 41-31, and there's a challenge. Now, I know the spin kick scored, and if I'm not mistaken, he was sitting at 26, so he should be fine with the 5 points. So if that's what's being challenged, then I think the points have already been put up. Again, that there may be other things, and Terrence Jennings has won some challenges. There's the case. They looked at it. It had already been added, so they're going to move on. So 41-31, both fighters showing no signs of fatigue here in the altitude in the third round of a semifinal, so I'm very impressed with both these guys. Josh Lewis, he just needs one big kick, and he can get this momentum back on his side. So big punch there. He gets it. Josh Lewis to the head. He earns the – so the 1-3 deficit there, Josh Lewis gets 3. Aiden Rivas gets 1. Josh Lewis is going to take that all day, and this is back to single digits. Both have either 5. That's been tried many times by Josh Lewis. If he hits it, it's worth a bunch. So it's a smart move. Rivas clinging now. It seems like a lot, but in this match, 8 points is nothing. As I said, now it's down to 6. And Rivas is going to have to find a way to cover, and on the other side, Josh Lewis. One big head kick, 34 seconds. The crowd starting to get into it. And that's a huge kick. Oh, 2. He throws 2. Unfortunately, didn't get the second. I thought the second was just as good as the first. So beautiful technique by Aiden Rivas. He's going to take the deduction, but again, there's the 3-1. again, this time in favor of Rivas. Trying to conserve energy as both guys starting to feel the fatigue take effect. His spin, here comes a spin by Lou. Looking for that spin, doesn't get it. There's a punch, doesn't score the punch either. So can Rivas keep him off? Rivas is holding a little bit. Let's see if he gets called for it. And he does. And that's been his Achilles heel in this match. He's got 6 inductions, and I think 4 of them are for holding. Oh, close by Lou. That one did hit. It didn't hit, and Rivas scored to the body. And Josh Lou is starting to really get tired. And I don't blame him. He's been so busy throughout this match. Rivas holding on. Can he hold on for 9 seconds? Good inside. He scores. Josh Lou scores easily there. And say, let Aiden Rivas tired. Can you kick him in the face? It's 6. It's down to 6. Interesting challenge here. This is an interesting challenge by Coach Jovan. So he's challenging something. I don't really know what he's challenging, but at this point, they may not even look at it. And knowing him, they're not going to look at it. But I know Jovan. He knows the rules. I think he was looking for a little mini timeout. Now it's only down to 5. So that spin kick to the head ties this match. And Aiden Rivas, he holds on. That's a 47-43 win. A legitimate, major win for Aiden Rivas. Josh Lou has no reason to hang his head. He was outstanding this afternoon. But Aiden Rivas, the crafty Aiden Rivas, finds a way to get it done. So we have our final set here. Oh, unbelievable game there. We'll come back momentarily with another match. So don't go anywhere. I hope we have more like that. Thanks, Facebook, for joining us. We'll be right back.